All right, let's go over how to use the references. So again, I'm here in my outline from last week, and I'm going to take my references and I can copy and paste them directly on the essay. Okay, directly on the essay. This is where I want them. I want to make sure a few things before I move forward. I want to make sure that there's last names with initials and that there's a year. I want to make sure, because this is all part of APA for referencing, I want to make sure the title's there. I want to make sure that the journal article edition is in there and that there's the number and page numbers. And also, there's usually a volume with number. If you don't see any of these in there, go take a look at the article. Like this one I looked at, there's no, it's volume one. So really I could put in here volume, oops, one. Okay, now this isn't italicized, so I'm going to remove the italics, and I could do that. If it's usually in there, if it's even a volume one, but in this case it's not, you want to add it because it is the only volume. All right, so you want to make sure those contents are there. If it's not, if that's not what you have here, then you need to go back and get the AP reference or type it out yourself. Okay, don't if there's all caps, remove the all caps. Not it's got to be written like this, where the only thing in caps is going to be the first letter of the first word in the title. Okay, so there should be no caps. If you copy and paste something on here that has caps, make sure it looks clean like this. Okay, very important for that. Now you want to double space this, and also if you're like myself, change this to red, change it back to the color it's supposed to be. So I'm going to use this up here, or I can come up here and use this up here. Okay. So I would go black color. All right. Now I want to double space this. Remember, there's two ways to do that. I could hold down the CTRL button, which is on the left-hand corner of the keyboard, and at the same time press number 2. Okay. Or I can keep it highlighted, right click, go to paragraph, line spacing, double. That's all I'm looking to do. All right. Now you might see these lines in here, which you can try to take out. If not, it's okay. I understand. Some of these might have lines. If they're too dark of lines, you're gonna have to type it out. But there should be no spacing between each source. But you got to now do your indentation. This is where you'll see the differences between the three. Okay. So let me just go ahead and move this down. So what you'll do is you use this toolbar up here. Okay, this little line bar. It's called a ruler. You're going to keep the first line of every reference, the source, as is. You're going to come down here to this second line, and then you're going to come up to this ruler. Now notice how it says left indent. Now if I keep moving up slowly, I'll get it hanging indent. Okay, on this bottom one. We want to make sure it says hanging indent. Then you want to click and you want to drag it to the ½ inch. Here would be full inch, 1 inch, ½ inch. Notice how I have this nice and neat here. Okay, and I want to do that with the rest of them. I want to make sure, I want to wait till it says hanging indent. Same with this one. This is how they should be formatted. They should also be in alphabetical order, which by chance, I already have them alphabetical order for my outline, but I want to make sure they are still in alphabetical order. So it should look clean. Okay. All right. So this is how your reference page should look. All right. You might have to add a period somewhere, but just make sure you have it the way it's supposed to be. Okay. And your citations should not have any initials. So if you want to verify citations, you want to make sure that it's just last name and the year. That's it. You don't have to put the name. of the article. So like whenever I put something in there about Zimmerman and Pogarski in 2011, if I really want to know what the name of the article is and get the source of information, I can come down here and I can see it. That's what references are for. And then I can search by title, pull this up, and I can read the article. All right. So this is how you would format your reference page and verify your citations. But this is a complete essay. It looks very simple, and it actually is. So if you have any questions, please let me know.